Hey guys, welcome back. And today it is the episode 8 on our basics of Streamlit series. And today in this video we are going to look at how to plot some visualization plots inside our Streamlit. And here we will use all the libraries such as Matplotlib, Seaborn, and also we will look at how to use Plotly to plot some cool plots inside our Streamlit, and we will also use the inbuilt visualization functions that are available inside Streamlit. And without any further ado, let's get started. Now let's create a new file and run our Streamlit web app. So let's create a new file and let's save it inside our desktop, and we are going to use these two data sets, namely the language data and the tips. And now let's create a file and let's name the file as the viz.py for visualization. And now let's run our Streamlit web application. So open your command prompt and inside which go to your desktop directory, desktop, and inside the desktop I have my file named the viz.py. So Streamlit run, I will pass my file name viz.py, and here we got it. And here is our web application. And now let's move on to our code editor, and now let's import the packages. So we need a lot of them. Import Streamlit as st, and I also need pandas, and I will name it as pd, and I need matplotlib, so matplotlib.py plot as plt, and also we need our Seaborn, so import Seaborn as SNS. And now let's create a function, so def main, and I will call my function. Let's start typing in our code. So firstly let's give a title for our web app, so st.title, and inside which I will name it as the visualization plots using Streamlit. And now let's import our data. So df, let's name it in a variable df, so pd.read csv, and inside which I will import my tips data frame first, so tips.csv. and now let's save it, and we have to particularly display this particular data frame inside our Streamlit. So we will use the data frame function in Streamlit, so st.dataframe, and inside which I will pass my data frame df. And now let's look at our web app, and here we got our data frame 2, where we have 7 columns, namely the total bill, tip, sex, smoker, day, time, and size. And now we are, with the help of this particular data frame, we are going to plot our visualization plots. So firstly we will plot a bar plot based on the value counts that we have. So in order to do that, firstly let's do it with the pyplot function. So pyplot function, let's name it as using pyplot function, so using pyplot function. So the first thing we need to do is we need to have a variable with our figure function. So let's take a variable fig, and I will use my figure function from pyplot, that is matplotlib's pyplot, so figure. And now I will take a particular column from my data frame. So now let's say I'm taking the column 6, so df of my column 6, and in which I will get the value counts out of it, so value counts, and in with which I will plot a plot with the help of my plot function, and it would be a bar plot. It is counts, And now we have to particularly display this plot into our Streamlit. So I will call my Streamlit dot and I will use the pyplot function, and inside which I will pass my variable figure. And now let's save it, and when we look at our web app, we got this cool looking plot, and we built this particular plot with the help of our matplotlib. And we can plot the other plots too. So let's take our column total bill now. Let's copy this out, and now let's take our column total bill. So here let's say total bill, and instead of plotting a bar plot, I will plot a KDE plot, and now let's name it as the figure 1, and I will plot the figure 1 plot. So let's save it, and now our web app is running, and here we got a KDE plot. And now let's use our Seaborn package and plot these plots using our pyplot function too. So let's take a variable figure 2, and in which I will also activate the figure function plt.figure, and now I will use my Seaborn package. So sns.count plot, and this time I will check for my column smoker. So here this column smoker is a categorical variable where it has two categories, namely the yes or no. And now let's do it. So I will call my column smoker, and I will display this particular plot. So st.pyplot, and inside which I will pass my variable figure 2. Let's save this out, and now let's check for our plot, and here we got it. And also we can create some bar plots too. So let's take a variable named the figure 3, and I will activate it plt.figure and sns.barplots, which is really a cool function that we have in our Seaborn package. And basically a bar plot will have two variables. So for the axis x, I am taking the variable day, and for my axis y, I am taking the column tip, and these all data are coming from my data frame df. And firstly let's plot this. Also we need to display this plot in our Streamlit. So st.pyplot, and inside which I will pass the variable figure 3, and here we got a bar plot. And now we can also use our other parameters that we have in our Seaborn too, namely the hue parameter, and I will change it to my column 6, and here we got this cool combined bar plots. And also we can change the color palettes too. So let's erase this, and let's take our palette parameter, and I will use summer. Let's save it. Oops, it is a typo error, palette, and let's save this again. And here we got our cool looking plots. And right now we used our pyplot function, and now let's try to use the basically inbuilt functions that we have inside our Streamlit itself. So let's type using Streamlit's inbuilt function. Now let's do it. So the main function that we have to create bar plots is the bar chart, and inside which we can type a particular column that we need. So let's take our column size that we have, and let's save it. And here we have our particular plot, and the thing here is it plots for each and every value because we have used our bar plot function. And now let's create some multiple bar charts inside a single frame. So st.bar chart, chart, and inside which I will pass two columns. So I will take a list, and inside which I will pass my total bill column and also my column tip, and let's save it. And let's get out of this, and here we got a new plot. where the orange color ones resembles for our total bill and the blue one for our tip. And now let's create some cool line plots. So in order to do that, we can use the function line chart, but here we won't use the same data frame, that is the tips. Rather we will use the other one, namely the language data. So let's take a variable named the language for lang, and inside which pd.read_csv, and I will import the data frame, that is the lang data.csv, and let's save it. And let's display the first 5 rows of our data. So st.data_frame, and inside which I will call my data frame lang.head. Oops, it is head, and let's save it. And here we got our data where we have the column week, and here we have all the languages, I mean the programming languages. And now let's create a multi-select box. So let's say choice, and in which st.multiselect, and in which I will ask the user to choose a particular language that he needs. So choose language, and I will create a list of languages. So here the column names are the languages, so I need to extract them. So let's create a new variable named the list, and inside which I will store all the column names. So language dot columns, and in which I will use the toList function. And now I will pass this particular list of values that I have stored it in the variable list, and I will basically set the Python as our default value, as it is very popular. So default equals, I will save it as the Python, and let's save it. And now here we got a multi-select box with all the values that we have, namely the C, Bash, Basic, COBOL, Ruby, Rust, R, and many more. And now our aim is to plot a line chart, and in order to do that we need to create a new data. So let's take a variable data. We need to plot the line chart only for those languages that the user selects. So that's why I have created a new variable data, and inside which I will call my data frame language, and in which I will just pass the choice that the user selects. So I will pass my variable choice over. And now it's time for us to plot our line chart. So st.line_chart, and in which I will particularly pass this variable named the data that we have created. And now let's save it. And I have already chosen Python as our default value, and here is our line chart. And also we can choose the multiple values. So let's say I love R, so let's go to R programming language, and here we got another line for our R2. And now also we can create an area chart using our Streamlit's inbuilt function. So in order to do that, we have a particular function named the area chart. So st.area chart, and in which we can really pass the same data frame data. So let's save it, and now let's wait for a while, and here we got it. So this is the area chart that we got. And also we have some extra benefits when we use some inbuilt functions with Streamlit. They are, so we have this extra 3 dotted button over here, and when we did not use our Streamlit built-in functions, we can't find that. So now when I click on that, we have lots of options, naming that we can save it as a SVG file or a PNG file, or we can view the source code of it, and we can view a compiled Vega file which is based on GitHub, and we have these cool additional features too. And now let's see how to create some plots using Plotly, and before that we need to import Plotly. So import Plotly as px. plotly express as px, and now we are good to go. So firstly we are going to create some pie charts because we have created a lot of bar charts over here and I have data for it. So let's get on to this notebook, and here I have this particular data. So let's copy this out and now let's paste it over here. So I have two variables, namely a and b, where they consist of the total expenses. And now let's create a pie chart using this. So let's take a variable name, the let's say figure 4, and in which, and I can directly start using plotly here. So px.pie, the pie is the function that helps us to create the pie chart. So here it basically takes two values, I mean two parameters, namely the values and names. So the values are my variable a and the names are my variable b, and also we can give the name for it. So let's say title, and in which total expenses. And now we have to show this particular plot inside our Streamlit, and here we don't use our pyplot function, rather we use a special function for plotly alone, that is st.plotly chart, and in which I will pass my figure 4, its chart. And let's go and check it in our app, and now here we got it. So here we have our title name, the total expenses, and here we have all the values too. And here we can download this plot as a png file, and we can toggle and show closest data on our hover, and this is basically produced with plotly, and here we can expand or contract our image. And we can also create a bar plot too. So let's create a variable fig5, and in which px dot bar, and basically our bar plot will have the x-axis as our names. So x equals b and my values would be my a, and now I will showcase this. So st dot plotly chart, and in which I will pass my figure 5. Save it, and now we got our chart here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Like the video, leave a comment down below, and let's meet in the next video.